in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get a dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it.
All right, Coach, it is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up. 36. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Line 36. Line 36. 6-man.
Hey!
Check cross.
Smooth!
Check. Check 3. Pick the edge.
Hey, Sam off!
Check.
Get it!
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd and 2, Daniels. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mack Wilson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. 60 out there.
Let's get that ball, Let's get that ball.
6, go. Yep. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
General West. Bravo. 2nd
and 14. And he'll lay out out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Throwing on first down, Daniels. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Daniels. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Daniels. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Another throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
10-2 stop.
36. I know you ain't got it. Back.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Go team, spell. 5. Ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Switch gears.
Go. Look at me. Go.
Hey, check 20.
Look. Squeeze. Yo, cheetah.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
51 to Mike. Right here. Hey, Mike 51. It's our field. It's our field.
On first down, Daniels. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Patriots' 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Watch it. Safe.
Second and 10. He's got it to Ingram, complete. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw on second down, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Set, ready. Get the flag. Mike Big plus 4.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. Like 50. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, Daniels. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And now we'll hook up downfield on second down. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On the ground is Michelle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Jet.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Push him back. Mike 50, Mike 50. Like the pass.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. That's complete to Robinson. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll drop the throw.
What we got? What we got?
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go! Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to throw. Daniels. This is caught by Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offense can go.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And that is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And he's got Rome. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stay with your man. Check it out, read.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
SOS. Watch 30.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 13.
Now.
On first down, Michelle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
36-yard line.
Check 9.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Switch.
2nd and 5. This pass complete to Higgins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And some room to roam now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
2nd and 9 now. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Daniels underneath for Johnson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, Daniels And Allen's got it. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10, and he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Ingram. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers. I
think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Check 26, check 26. Check out. Fresno.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Check 4. Hey.
Hey. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
From the gun, Daniels. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Steady weapon.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. Check. Watch it.
Hey, Echo. Right up.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll move them back within 6 now. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but